Hey fan gang, hope we're having a fantastic week. Today we're playing more Honkai Star Rail. Let's hop on over. Rip Sussy Foxwoman what? Tiny Gun. She died at the end of last stream. She got her neck snapped. I mean, she's still... They never really explained why we can bring characters along in our teams like other... Why'd I click that? Why other games do, but... I guess I have Tiny Gun along in spirit now. Although arguably Tiny Gun didn't die because this is like a doppelganger, or it was a doppelganger that the Lord Ravisher lady had possessed or something, and they implied that the real Tiny Gun just got body swapped or something. I think it was something like that. Anyways. So wrong button. So I swapped out Gwynethyn for Tiny Gun. It's actually pretty fun. I played with her a little bit earlier. And we're gonna pick up where we left off last night. Pink woman!
那家伙以仙州人的样貌潜伏行事，愚弄我等，真是可恶，可恶至极。
Is it audacity? Is that the right word? Any thoughts on writing the SCO when new Honkai game with... Oh, I don't care about that. I heard it was like Honkai with Pokemon, and I was like, nah, I'm good. That description alone is like, nah. I'm here for the anime people, not the critters. That's a huge miss for me. I figure whenever I finish Honkai Star Rail, I'll try out Wuthering Waves or some other gacha. Or something, maybe.
更让人担心的是，还有多少反物质军团的族子潜伏在仙州之上？
I mean, considering this saboteur was a Lord Ravager, which sounds like they're pretty high up there in rank, probably not that many saboteurs. Hey, so hope you're having a good. About Tiny Gun, whose neck just got snapped.
但杨叔说的对，回过头看，庭云小姐是有不少古怪的地方。
Oh, that's the conversation options we had last time. Yeah, Tiny Gun got her neck snapped. Although arguably it wasn't actually Tiny Gun, but a body swap or something. Anyways. It's people with Pokemon? Yeah, but I just don't care about Pokemon stuff. Hey, it's Sushi. Oh, this is Dan the Man. Alchemy Commission. We just missed the main party. I like this, how they have two different parties going through this story arc. It's fun. I like it. Something about the Cloud Knights getting fucked up. Finally. I thought you were a Cloud Knight. I mean, you're not wearing the parachute pants, but... She did her best.
我去新茶海前，曾找一位卜者测算此次出行的吉凶。他说随而有祸，让我不必在意去向，只要随波逐流，便能有所收获。
Have I tried Forgotten Hole? Yeah, I've done a bit of Forgotten Hole. I got up to where I need to have two parties for it, and I've been too lazy to sort out having a second party that's qualified for that kind of stuff. It's on my to-do list when I get more characters leveled up.
就是说，谢谢素珊姑娘了。
That was a lot of words to say thank you. She's a little bit too stupid for your poetry.
我去向这儿的云旗长官报备了。你们在这附近转转吧，可别乱跑。一会儿会有云旗来送你们回去。有缘再见啦。
Bye, Sushi. I'll miss you because you're just Dan the Man, but better. What? I got a text from me. Cloud Knights invite us to go with them. Your homeland sucks. Oh, that's the giant humidifier. Wah wah. Probably Silverwolf. When in doubt, blame Silverwolf.
云骑军似乎正在为了星河灾变而集结，但卡夫卡为什么要我们过来？他们怎么样了？
Last time we saw them, they jumped off of the platform at the shipyard or something. forget
等待时
exactly
间太
what.
久了，
It's been a minute.
需要情报。
Delayed? You've been walking the entire time. Hi, Sushi.
怎么啦？
But nothing,
走啊。
apparently.
你现在能去哪儿啊？罗夫还在封锁中，云奇军的行动还没结束呢。别急，等战事落定，我亲自送你和罗刹先生回家。
Is she threatening me with a good time? Hi, Luoka.
丹恒兄很久没回故乡了吧？
How did you
所
know?
谓近乡情怯，你的眼神很诚实。
For being... Supposedly Dan the Man had a death warrant on his head or something for if he came back.
云奇军
I guess that's just not important to anyone at the moment.
我也有要去的地方，此地不宜久留。你要我是行商啊。
He has more shady business. Is she having a heart attack up there? Oh, that was the crazy cultist.
抱歉了，两位，我必须赶上我的
It's a
朋
little
友。
late to catch up. Oh,
这一路来，
who's
我
that?
得小心行事，以免引起云奇的警惕。若有人对
Oh, I remember. That's the general's sidekick with the flute or whatever it is. I forget his name. We've seen him around in the cutscenes. Hello.
好大好高的顶。
Echoes.
这太真鼎是以我驰民族的云
Are we having a Stellaron moment? Like on Belleron?
鲸吞虹吸，炼化丹药。
Is this Fragmentum Echoes or Memory Echoes? Hey, Turtle. I guess we're going down. Oh, we're gonna hijack a ship. That makes sense. That sounds like something Dan the Man would do. Yeah, I've been building my characters a bit. Oh, can I look at my character list? Yeah, I can from here. Acheron is my big character that I put my most investment in, and also me because I'm most important. And I have Pila to support Acheron, though I started playing around with Gwynethyn because I like her fire dots. But Pila is my primary Acheron support right now. And then I use Lynx because I like her ultimate heal. What? Force Ghost! Oh god, they're elves.
少主可借此多加体会。
是吗？我不借机关便可遇水，体会又有何用？
Isn't it one of Dan's powers to command water? I think.
但云影术毕竟是机
The chosen one. Yeah, Cloud Hymn magic. I remember Dan saying that before.
驰名甚影，这些过去的影子还没有消散吗？
Wait. Is Dan hiding? No, he's not an elf. So why is he having elf
这些回
visions?
忆，不，这些事情都与我无关。
Maybe he got his knife ears clipped. Hello? Look, I'm sure they have something very nice to say, but they're elves and I don't want to listen to it.
这股澎湃的力量，也是
Eh. Okay,
龙
fine.
尊
We'll
大人
listen.
回来了。林渊境中正在发生可怕的事情，请不要再前线了。您的敌人在等您。
Scale Gorg? Gorge, duh. Is that the name of this ocean rat?
抱歉，我不能在此驻足。我的朋友已经离开了，我必须追上他们。
您依然一意孤行，您不肯听我们的。
Is Dan headstrong? He's
那么，
brooding.
前往林渊境的船就在岸边。
I don't feel like Dan's ever had enough of a character moment to be called headstrong. Which kind of sucks because I like what I've seen of Dan as a character, but he doesn't really get that much to do. The next part? I mean, it was pretty whack with Tiny Gun getting her neck snapped. That was cool. I couldn't react very much to it last night because I had a sore throat. My voice has been recovering all week. But Tiny Gun getting her neck snapped was pretty fucking metal. Or do you mean whack as in bad? Oh, Kafka. I like Kafka.
时间正好。
Whomsteth?
那些情绪出现了，卡夫卡，我感觉到了。
Is it the shawarma you had for lunch?
那就释放吧。
Kafka told you not to eat it. Let the Mara strike you. What? Oh, it's Dan.
你来了。
Why would Kafka be waiting for Dan? You low-key forgot everything that happened. I mean, from what I've heard of the later story arcs, that's understandable when you have like fucking 8 to 10 hours for the main story, because they just get verbal diarrhea thrown at you with the plot. I'm a little worried for when I get to that. I mean, I like this story, but I don't know about 8 hours for a story arc. I love Kafka. I love Kafka so much. I'm gonna be in trouble when her banner comes back. Wait. I'm sorry, Blade. I had my ears turned off.
你以为变成这副样子就能逃得掉吗？
Ah! Dan is a secret elf. He clipped his ears.
我已经和你还有那个女人说过很多遍了。
Is that why Dan sucks so much in combat? Because he cut off his ears, and that's where all the elves keep their power?
我和你们的过去毫无瓜葛。
If Dan kept his ears, his knife ears, and he stayed a dragon, would he have been decent in combat?
丹恒，
I cast a lot of shade at Dan because he is such a bad carry in combat.
改成另一个身份，往日的罪孽就能一笔勾销了。
Can we trade Dan in for Blade? I mean, Blade is edgy.
甚至连死
A little bit too edgy for my taste, but it'd be hard for Blade to be any worse in combat than Dan.
要让你感受这种痛苦，丹恒，我要让你
Okay, he's
知道
really edgy.
死的痛苦。
Maybe I'll just keep Dan then, because even if Dan is a bad carry, he's not annoying.
哼，那可不行。
What? Oh, it's Flute Boy.
今天你谁也杀不了，通缉犯，因为你得跟我走。
警员的跟班小子，哼，警员没教你审时度势。
If I remember right, the general specifically begged his minion, the Flute Boy here, not to go and do something stupid. So clearly the lesson didn't stick.
快走远些，待会儿刀剑无眼。
Is that like a Bluetooth earpiece or something? Was Dan always listening to music? I always wonder about that.
有点眼熟啊。
Maybe that's why Dan is so quiet. He's always listening to music.
别藏了，把真正的模样亮出来吧。
See, I'm telling you guys, Dan is a bad carry. He's such a bad carry that the Flute Boy, who's mediocre, he's mid at best, is carrying Dan. Oh, okay. Well, that's one less Dan in the world, I guess.
我来介绍一下，你身后这位可是身犯十恶
What?
叛出仙州，掀起大乱，被勇士放逐的罪人。 驰名龙尊，隐月君。
Inhibitor. Oh, Dan got horny. I knew it! He was an elf!
你以为潜入仙州的只有猎手吗？
既然如此，
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't say Dan infiltrated, he just kind of walked.
交由将
The
军
door
裁
was
断。
literally open.
我听过你的恶名，
The cooler Dan hang, yeah, basically. I think I actually used this Dan in a trial at
还有
some
一名
point.
重犯混入仙州，
Might be thinking of another. No, that must have been a Dan. Wait, now Blade and Dan are fighting together?
来到仙州，只为确认朋友安全。
I think this is the character I used on a trial, and he's actually pretty cool. So yeah, this is literally just Dan but cooler. Oh, it told me to kill his swords.
很好，就是这样。明月，你恐怕再也见不着你的朋友了。他们此刻正深陷苦战。
闭嘴！你也休想离开。
好啊，那就再添把火吧。
Is Kafka just eating McDonald's at the side of all this watching?
大人，听我说，解开束缚吧。
This is the first time they've gotten really cinematic with the combat scene like this. Even the climax of Bellabong, they didn't try and incorporate the story into combat like this, or to this degree. This is cool. Ow. I'm very confused why Blade and Dan are not fighting each other now, though. Dan, I think you should be worrying about yourself. Because even if you're the cooler Dan right now, you're still a bad carry. I'm not gonna lie.
你们俩确实棘手，看来要留下你们，非得用上这招了。
I mean, clearly the flute boy didn't think this through too much because Dan just survived a whole ass sword through his heart. So what is the flute boy's flying swords gonna do to him? They literally did just pause to jump this kid. Oh yeah, I remember. This is why I like this version of Dan in the trial and used him because he can buff. I don't know why I was trying to combine buff and boost there. Anyways, it's kind of like, but not really like Qin Kuang's gambling mechanic, except there's no gambling. It's just a straight buff. It's cool.
好了，各位，听我说，住手吧。
The lady said to stop, so we stop. Kafka don't even got to use her mind control on me. If she asks me to do something, I do it. Do we get Dan but cooler for free? Can we replace him on the regular? Someone say something. This is getting awkward.
你刚刚做了什么？
She unclipped your ears?
只是一点准备工作，好迎接大人物的大驾光临。总不能让堂堂罗浮将军看我
Hey,
家
Julian.
爱人和你们两个的笑话呀。
This isn't a free Dan. That sucks. I'm guessing he's just a limited banner or something. I'm watching Dan but cooler. He's like Dan but not bad.
警员，
将军，
That is a sidelong glare. He is so disappointed in the flute boy. He told the flute boy not to fuck up, and the boy fucked up.
二位久别重回仙州，却总是在些尴尬的场合。如念故人之交，应该早些通知我才是。
I'm not getting abundance vibes from Dan but cool though. So it doesn't seem like he's related to the Sanctus Medicae or whatever they're called.
我要做的事已经完了。
完了。
So Blade was only here to unclip Dan's ears?
你们帮了仙州一个小忙，我很感谢。带这人走吧，这一次我可以当作没看见。
将军。
What?
现在不是说这个的时候。
The general just walked in and I missed like 5 memos from him. No, Kafka, take me with you! Stop leaving me, Kafka!
好久不见了，老朋友。
我不是他。
Dan, make up your mind.
抱歉。
Blade was there just to ore farm. Blade was there just to establish himself as the brooding edgy boy.
你还不能走，因为你的列车朋友们正在林渊镜里等你呢。咱们一同去见见吧。
General looks cool. I wish he was more involved in the story. He looks cool. I can't remember his name. He's just the general to me.
波越古海，殊胜妙境。这林渊镜的景色同上次亲睹时一样，未曾变改。而如今站在这里的你我，却各自不同了。可见，即使肉身不朽的长生种，也无法与天地并举。
I've tried multiple times to use Dan because on my story, when I'm playing the story missions, I like to use the story characters that are active. But holy shit, I just can't bring myself to use Dan. I've tried so many times to make him work, but he's such a bad carry. I like Dan. Again, I like Dan as a character, even if he hasn't really had anything to do. Like, even now, you could be forgiven for thinking that Dan is having something to do, but Dan isn't actually doing anything right now. Like, Dan is just going for a walk. That's been his involvement in this story arc so far. I'm still waiting for Dan to do something.
我是丹恒，那位丹峰是英雄也好，罪人也罢，都与我无关。我已承担了他的刑罚，接受永久的放逐。这我没有怨言。
You accepted the banishment except for the part where you returned?
请务必弃去过去的影子。
Dan is having a very generous interpretation of his banishment. Look, it's hard for me to stop picking on Dan because he's such a bad carry and that offends me personally.
重提旧事，就像搅浑一滩浊水，突然惹引。
His character is free real estate, and they don't do anything with him.
大概是那龙角，依稀仿佛的龙尊气质，总让我把你和故人联系起来吧。
我已说过。
So did he do the reincarnation thing that the dragons do, and that's why he changed appearances?
是的，你说了，那又如何？若用一句话就能改变他人对自己的态度，世上也就没那么多争端了。你要我不再视你为丹峰，可以，为我做以丹峰的身份帮我最后一个忙。此间事毕，我就由他死去，撤销对你的放逐令。 往后我可以保证，至少在罗浮之上，你不再是任何人的影子。
This is contradicting before how they made Dan's banishment sound like such a big deal. But now the general is just super cool about it. He said they used to be friends, but if the banishment was not this much of a deal, why did he get banished in the first place?
丹峰能做到的事情，我未必做得到。
I had half a mind to waste my tickets to farm the free Dan pulls. Well, they're not free, but the Dan pulls on the current banner just to get his Eidolons up, but I'm glad I talked myself out of that really stupid idea. Because I looked up a guide on how to get the most out of Dan, and there's not a lot you can do.
若不是他当初做了那件混账事，若化龙之力能够完整传承，我根本用不着逼你。
Is the terrible sin that Dan's past life, past the immortality thing, beyond the ship? Because that's all I can think of, and that's kind of what they're implying. that if they're immortal, they're not allowed to leave. But if that's why he was banished, then that doesn't make any sense. Because they don't want the immortals to leave, so why would they banish someone for leaving? That doesn't make any sense. Also, if Dan wants to be treated as someone different, he should change more than one character in his last name. I'm just saying.
聊些高兴的话题吧。你在列车上结交的朋友，眼下正在此间，不想见上一面吗？
他，3月和杨叔，你把他们带到这儿来了。
对，就在前方的显龙大鱼店上。
What's all this stuff on the ground?
走吧，你的朋友们在等着你呢。
Is that antimatter legion stuff?
丰饶孽物，星河猎手，药王秘传。可千算万算，
Oh yeah, it is antimatter legion
终是
stuff.
没料到反物质军团的出现。
You said it was whack. So that's literally what happened. He got banished for leaving, even though that makes no sense. Yeah, if that's literally what is happening, that's whack. That is the correct word. You weren't lying. Maybe I'm missing something, but this is the first big L the story has taken. The first unforced error. Also, we're on a ship. If you don't want to fight the Antimatter Legion, just drive it somewhere else. I know it's a big ship. It's a ship big enough for an ocean, but a ship implies you can move it.
军团从未对联盟出手，在情报里，他们是一群疯狂破坏的战争机器。
I miss Tiny Gun.
7大军各自的军团都有鲜明的风格。
In hindsight, I'm pretty sad that I didn't pull for Fug You instead of Acheron. I like Acheron a lot. She's my favorite girl so far, but I like Tiny Gun and I like Fug You.
如今阴谋败露，他不得不亲自下场。不对，此举不符合他的毁灭美学。
I agree, General. It is strange that the destruction people are doing a really roundabout way.
你知道吗？当初丹峰犯下重罪，石王司力主将你毁去。实名呢，半数赞同，半数反对。
Dragon Transmutation Inheritance. So, not all elves are dragons?
Huh. 好个如意算盘，但纸是包不住火的。
I feel like they're trying to obfuscate the absolute nonsense of him being banished for leaving. With all of this shit they're saying. Hello? Hey, me!
看，你的朋友正在和军团的爪牙作战。
加快脚步。 帮他们一把。
They're having a very intense staring contest. Oh no, it's not me. It's fake me. It's trial me. Oh well. At least we get cool Dan. I'm gonna be really sad when we lose Dan, but cool. Oh, we got General. Cool. I'm cool with that. I like his sword. Spear sword thing. Try the AoE. I like the general style. Protect me, because I'm most important. Yeah, he has dragon magic BS, yes. At the cost of having knife ears, at the cost of being an elf, I'm not convinced that's a good trade-off, though. Being an elf is a pretty big L. I feel like Dan the Man made the right call when he clipped his ears. I'm not gonna lie. Stupid ass dying horse Sagittarian fucker. Wait, his AoE hits all 4 people. It's not just the usual 3. Okay. Ooh, let's try his ultimate. Oh, he just summoned Zeus. I mean, the damage was a little underwhelming there, but... yeah, March is just happy to participate. I honestly wish we had, well, I wish we had Grandpa for this fight. He would have been cool. We don't get to use Grandpa enough. The only time I've gotten to use Grandpa has been in some random trial I did. But Grandpa's cool. I really hope I pull Grandpa eventually on the normal tickets. Do I like a Nex? I haven't had a chance to use him yet. I did use Anaxa on, was it Forgotten Hall or something? Something where he was available as a trial character, and I liked him a lot. I just haven't gotten around to setting up a team to make him work yet. I'm kind of waiting until it's... So my biggest complaint so far about Honkai is that you can only go to those types of dungeons that give you specific character thingies, materials, like 3 times a week, and I already did them before I got Anaxa. So I just have to wait until next week before I can finish leveling up Anorexia, and it pisses me off. Because I just got Anorexia and he's cool, and I want to use him, but I gotta wait before he's worth a damn. You know what? I liked the general, but he was kind of underwhelming in combat. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I'm mentally comparing the general to Acheron, because they're both similar move sets with like the single target and then the blast and then their lightning damage. Also, I remain convinced that the Sanctus Medicae are just a Nurgle cult. Will I pull? I don't know if I'll pull for the Fate Stay collab. I don't know. Maybe if Saber is really, really OP. Maybe. But I enjoy some Fate stuff, but I'm not a huge Fate fan. Like, I played Fate Grand Order for a few years a while back, and it was alright, but my overall feeling for the Fate series as a whole is that it's kind of overrated as shit. I like parts of it, but I don't know. I have conflicted feelings. I will say that this game's version of Saber that they're getting looks cool. But I don't know if I'll pull for Saber. Because I also, at the beginning of this story arc, when we encountered Argenti, the Flower Knight bro, because I promised that I would pull for him whenever his banner comes up, and I think his banner comes back in June or July. I forget which month, but I looked up when it came around last year. So I have to pull for Argenti, and I'm kind of saving up my tickets for him. So I guess I'll only pull for Saber if she's like the most OP bitch in the game's history. But besides that, am I saving for anyone? Acheron. Besides pulling for Argenti, I'm saving my tickets for Acheron so I can get her Eidolon to 6 and her Light Cone to tier 5. I sinned and I willed a little bit to get her Light Cone before her banner went away the other week. So I at least got her to Eidolon 1 and her light cone, but that's all I got going for Acheron. And since I invested in her, I want to max her out since I got her. So I just gotta wait. I think Acheron usually comes back in the fall, it seemed like, around October. I had my ears turned off. What did you say? Oh, they're just explaining what's going on. Fantilia, that's the name of the Lord Ravisher who was Tiny Gun in disguise.
罗浮之危机就算与星河无关，以我的个性也不会坐视不理。
I love Grandpa Welt. He's so cool. I really wish I had pulled him earlier in the story so I could have him for this ride. Because he's so fun. The one time I've gotten to use him in combat, he was cool. And I think I only have a single yellow damage character in my entire roster, which is annoying. I think it's Yukong, the other fox lady.
畏惧险境。 敌人，死亡，种种阻碍横亘在旅途上，能走下去的无名客屈指可数。
I mean, I was literally born the other week on a space station, so I don't really have a lot of choice in the matter.
前进也好，离开也
I'm just along for the ride,
无
man.
名客的目的地应该由他们自己选择，就像在列车上决定目的地时，亲手投出那一票一样。
I wasn't aware this was a democracy. Does Dan get 2 votes then? Because he's both Dan Hang and Dan Fang? I'll hold up my hand because I want to bring home Dan but cooler. Please replace Dan but not cool.
谢谢你，丹恒。
我并非以无名客的身份站在这里，因为此行的来去，我受人摆布。
I mean, you probably could just walk away.
但我会以驰名后裔的身份，完成我对罗浮的责任。
Welt is also just a cool character. I always like having him around. Welt as a character is basically what Dan is supposed to be. Like, you'll notice that they replaced Dan in the story arc with Welt to be the voice of reason, and he fills that role so much better than Dan. Because Grandpa Welt actually speaks up and has personality despite coming off as a little dry. Unlike Dan the Man, who... he's aloof, calculating, but pretty inactive, whereas Welt actually makes decisions.
好啊，大家和来时一样。
This has turned into a shitting on Dan stream. It's frustrating because I want to like Dan, but they do nothing with him.
妙计没有，只有赌一把。
Like, again, you could be forgiven for mistaking that they've done something with Dan here, but they haven't. Because, spoiler alert, Dan but cool is gonna go away unless you pull him on the ban, and we're gonna get stuck with boring old Dan again. Who don't do nothing. Like, we find out about Dan's backstory, which, cool, I guess, but doesn't have anything to do with the story now.
当年，剑木虽被地宫司命啄断，受温霍族的诅咒仍有少许残留。为了将之封印，罗浮请动不朽龙翼的力量，使驯服剑木。
Also, I can't get over how funny it is that they named it Rainbow. Rainbow with R-E-I-G-N. It's so funny to me.
在古代龙尊的主持下，十民族导引古海之水，淹没临渊境洞天，将它作为封存剑木的容器。
I also can't get over the MC Hammer parachute pants that they make the Cloud Knights wear. It's hilarious.
在临渊境中竖起显龙大鱼碑，留下驰名的造像。
Huh. A song's playing in the background. Wait, why does Dan get a statue?
这雕像
Dan, why do you have a statue?
难道说
Sorry, did they explain that, Dan? Because I was just talking for like 10 minutes straight shitting all over you. Why do you have a statue? Thank you, March. That's why we keep you around.
少许相似罢了。
Pink woman in the background.
硬要说起来，历代龙尊的形象确实相差无几，本代除外。现在驰名龙尊的继任者只是个袭名的小娃娃，没有继承全部的力。
Is he talking about Bayou Billy?
丹恒，你明白了吗？丹峰死后，罗浮的驰名已没有能办到此事的人了。曾守望剑墓的你，应该能为我们开启前往剑墓的道路。
This is a really long way to ask Dan to do something.
接下来就要看你。
Dan is so static and unwilling to make any action in the story. They have to do like this whole setup just to make him take a single action. It's kind of fucked up. March, I can see why people would think she's annoying. You're not the first person I've seen to call her annoying. I like March personally. She's my kind of stupid. But I get it. I get why you would find her annoying. Especially if you have the English voice actor. Holy shit. I made the mistake of turning on the English voice. No, I wasn't. I was watching a VOD of gameplay yesterday, and they had the English VA on, and oh my god, March's VA is so grating. Holy shit. Easily the worst voice I've heard so far in the game. Like, the English dub in general is pretty bad in this game, but... What's up, Pink Lady?
隐月君的转世，丹恒，对吧？我听过你的名字。
It was probably me when I was bitching about Dan. That's probably where she heard it from.
你的名字只是被石王司从公众面前抹去了，但身为太卜，本座知道，也应当知道罗浮上的陈年公案就是秘辛。
Can I talk to myself?
以备不时之需。
I just saw myself staring off at the ocean back there.
你作为云上武
I'm probably looking at that light ball, wondering how I can get to it and steal it.
亲眼见到当年的传奇。
Tribby is... Yes. I've encountered Tribby in one of the Forgotten Hall trials, and oh my god. Tribby is so annoying. Any VA. Because I've heard Tribby in both the English and Japanese. Oh my god. That character is such a disaster. I get what they were going for, but it's such a bad character design. Oh my god. Pink woman. Hello, me. Nah, I don't feel like talking. Nah, I'm good. I'm too busy thinking about how I can steal that light. What's up, Grandpa?
我知道你会来的，因为提到仙州时，你的眼神有着强烈的悲伤。
I am still enjoying having the Chinese voice actors on for the Chinatown arc. It's a nice change. I think for the next arc, I'll probably go to Korean, just to keep mixing it up. Thanks, Grandpa. You're the best.
赶紧把事情解决吧，我们还要继续旅行呢。
Let's go. We can skip March's stupid joke that we'll inevitably have. Hearken as Arbor revives and the foe nears, we call forth the mighty waters of ancient sea to flood abodes of heaven and quell roots of evil. We etch this in stone for all to heed. Oh, they tricked me into reading a poem. The elves did this. Beneath the endless rolling waves, the ancient roots of the arbor blaze. God damn it, they're making me read poetry again. They're tricking me. I hate poetry. The containment mechanisms woven by past thrones, the binding... Stop it with the poetry. Memories from the past emerge from the darkness, tightly gripping you. There we go. We're out of the poetry. Alright, let's just watch an appreciation as Dan the Man does a single action. Also, I think it's betting odds that this is the only action he takes in the entire story. Jesus. He's going straight Moses here. Wait, did he part the sea or raise Atlantis? Or did he do both? Okay, no, he just parted it. Ghost fishies.
水底竟有这么多建筑，难怪典籍记载陵渊境曾是驰名龙宫的所在。
疏忽之乱时，我有幸恭逢其盛，目睹过这一奇景。山移海转，功成空虚。驰名族以故土圣地囚禁剑幕，罗浮仙州实在亏欠。
That's a pretty cool moment. Okay, look. It's the first action Dan has made in the game thus far, any story arc. And it was a good action. Hopefully they let him do something else.
父亲，
But I have a feeling, I have a creeping suspicion that Dan's gonna be relegated to the background again.
我在。
Dwagon Moses.
你留在这里，率云骑镇守这条通道，以免另有事端。
纪元，将军，你要独自去对付幻龙？
Clearly not. We're gonna be there too.
倒也谈不上独自一人，还有朋友同行。
Ooh, is it gonna give me another MC form? Because I got the fire lance last time, so maybe it'll give me another one with this boss fire.
将军，我们也愿随将军同去，请将军不要偏
Shut up, red shirt.
是啊，将军，我们虽然本事低微，但云骑军卫避仙州的职责在身，岂有待在后方，反而让异乡旅客为我们冒险的道理？如果不嫌弃，请让我来为各位开路。
Well, I guess the least they can do is protest leaving behind.
诸位，
I guess.
你们的心意我很清楚。
You know, the Bellabong soldiers at least got shown to be kind of badass every now and then. The Cloud Knights are just worthless, it seems like.
但前方
You only
的
ever see them
并非
dying.
丰饶孽物，而是反物质军团
The
的职业
Ten
大
Bath
军。
Commandments.
过了这条道后，就是地公司命与尽灭祸族的对垒了。
Conflict between the Rainbow.
你们有更重要的职责。云骑军听令。
NPC is acting like they'll be able to do something seriously, real.
我深入剑幕后，若海水恢复原状，便立刻撤离，重新。
Look, I like the general, I like the scene, but there's no shot that's not going to come down to me, because I'm most important. It is what it is.
是。父亲，若我无法返回，将始末因果呈报给其他仙州的重任，交托给你了。
我不会说什么。
I like
请
Fushuan.
亲自回来述职之类的
I like
话
her and her weird
你
forehead
吩咐
beam.
的，我定
I
不
want
如
to
使
flick it.
命。
有几分将军的意思了。
Let my immortals go. Them Bibbiter, such a weird title.
这台阶跨度还挺大，让我找个台阶下。
Force Ghost.
有凌渊境来封印剑幕，背叛，此乃大不敬。
Although, his immortals are elves, so I say we bury them under the ocean again.
你疯了！你以为这能换取仙州人的信任？哼，非我族类，永远不可能同心一致。
长老的意思我也
There's a mouthy Force
但我们
Ghost.
已决，不容更迭。
I'll say they look like cardboard cutouts.
好，好，我会呈报龙师们，褫夺你龙尊的名号与力量。
这是最初接受了镇压剑幕使命的那位龙尊。
I'm a little hazy on the timeline
按照
of the
传统，
backstory of this
从
ship.
此以后，历任龙尊都要重返
I
仙宗
guess
起点
the dragon people were the first to
守望并加固剑幕的锋
want
利
to shut down the abundance cult that made them all immortal? I guess? I mean, they don't have to get it all like a pure timeline, 100% factual or anything, because this is fantasy. They can do whatever the hell they want. This isn't exactly science fiction, but it's a little hazy.
想起来了，
Maybe it's in the 10,000 chapters of books I've been looting that I am too illiterate to read.
是。扣住3爪，朝进齿目，通往悬根深处的道路便会打开。
This is a really cool visual.
这是什么谜语吗？扣住3爪，什么意思啊？
不必担心，随我来便是。
Don't worry about it, March. It's too complicated for you to understand.
这么大个宫殿，说放弃就放弃了，换了我得心疼好几个礼拜呢。
Ooh, loot. Dan, I know this place is huge for your cultural significance, but I'm gonna loot it.
哎呦呦，还有意外收获！
I like this lady that I got yesterday on a general pull. She's really cool. And I like her ultimate too, where she just spams a belt. What was that? Hello?
哇，
Oh,
这是
dragon
什
egg.
么
God damn, those are big babies in there.
三月小姐，你最好不要乱碰这些驰名。
驰名？
Is this where all the
这
elves
些
come
中
from?
是驰名？
Do the elves come from the sea?
驰名族受尽时会重返古海结卵，再以幼体退生出水。
So this place wasn't abandoned because the elves come back here? I'm confused. I mean, it's cool, but I have questions. Antimatter, die!
没钱的下次一定。
I like her. She throws me a lot of cocktails. We're going gambling. Oh, 2, give me 4.
怎么还没
Come on,
找
just
到
one more. Just one more. Yeah, got it.
钱碗
Yeah.
你呀，看着一万。
I'm actually a lot happier fighting the Antimatter Legion because these guys don't self-revive or self-heal. The Maristruck are pretty annoying sometimes. This character actually reminds me of a Genshin Impact character I've seen. The fireworks girl, kind of. I don't know anything about her because I never played Genshin. Just aesthetics-wise, reminds me.
瞧一瞧，看一看嘞。
Ring the horny gong!
给您拜个早年吧。
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you, Gran. I think most people are under the false impression that high elves are the most snooty, but I think sea elves are by far the snootiest. Put them back to the sea where they belong. Oh, I got lucky. We're doing mahjong.
算总账了，
Hey, Lithia. Hope you're having a good night.
让我摸个鱼吧。
Today we're enabling our hopelessly
拜托拜托，
mahjong addicted gremlin.
这不就
She has a crippling illness called gambling, and I'm taking advantage of it. I love Xingque. She's the best. Also, the combat music is going hard in this zone. I love it. Ooh, loot. Did I pass something? No, I'm going this way.
先拿个茶。
Eat grenades, stupid.
枪尖已经点燃，鸣枪，
Hey, sometimes a moon elf can be okay. Sometimes. But you know, if they have knife ears, always watch yourself.
有钱的捧个钱场。
Okay, we going gambling. Come on. Get lucky. We got a little lucky. One more. There we go.
钱碗。
I wish I was smart enough to understand Mahjong. Because I would do a stream of Mahjong just because of Xingque, but
哎
That game is so impossible to understand.
齐枪备战。
Don't do it. Okay, he's dead. I thought I was about to do a summon.
本次演出
Ooh,
大获
loot.
成功。
Let us loot the priceless artifacts. What's this? Is that a bracelet? Oh, those were notes.
存护之际，
Give me my buff. Ooh, monkey. A percipient sconce? We need a sequence, got it. But first I gotta kill the monkey.
这便是所谓扣住三爪中的一处。
I really like her attack talent. That's really fun, watching the grenades go off.
慌什么？来的都夸太富贵。瞧一瞧，看一看嘞，机会难得。
I like how goofy her ultimate is, too. Look, sometimes Nelf can be bad as hell, in a good way. But I'm predisposed against elves. I don't trust them.
让我来治治你。嘿，咻！
So did they say that, is this the High Elder that they were talking about? Bayou Billy over here? Because she's the only one
强越弱，
that's like a childlike dragon that we've seen. Look, I've tried Mahjong game tutorials, and I'm too stupid to understand them. It makes me feel like March 7th in there.
好还不留
Oh, we got lucky. I kind of miss Tiny Gun's funny little bell she rings, though. I miss that damage buff. Ow. Excuse you?
枪尖已经点燃，银枪，冲锋！
Don't do it. Ow. Is he okay?
你们看看，
I think the monkey has a tummy ache.
这葫芦里卖的是什么呀？
Look, I've been trying to break into Mahjong games since, God, Windows 3.1, the first time I encountered Mahjong randomly in the wild. But I just cannot wrap my hand around that game. So I've been trying for decades to try and learn Mahjong. I can't do it. I can't do it.
魔家杠开，算总账了。
So I'll leave the Mahjong to the little gremlins who can understand
脚
it.
下踩着一块石板，不知是否和这儿的封印有关。
Investigate. Gwynafin looks like Yomiya fused with Klee in Hu Tao. I know Hu Tao from memes, and I like her. She's the boss. Also, yeah, I like Gwynafin a lot. I might try and put her onto my Acheron team on the main, just because to replace Pila. I like Pila too. Pila is a really nice little lady. But Gwynafin is just so cool. She's fun. What am I doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So which one is 1? I'm gonna guess you're 1? Touchy? What? Do I do both of them?
刚才那头巨兽的脚下
What?
踩着一块石板，不知是否和
Was
这儿
that the wrong corner or the wrong order? Oh, it's not both of them. It's just this one. Okay, so... that one, there. There. Okay, so that corner will only have 1. So I was on the right one. Okay. So this one. And I think it was the one on the left? I think.
刚才那头巨兽
Back.
的脚
Damn
下
it.
踩着一块石板，不知是否和这儿的封印有关。
Let's try this again. Gwenethan is like... She gives me March 7th vibes, so she's like Fire March 7th. Is that it? Okay, yeah, that's the right one. There we go. We got it. We gaming.
成了。
对了，将军，庭院
Anything to
小姐
loot
的
around here?
事情，你应该听说了吧？
Dan, I know this is your sacred city, but I'm looting it.
幻龙潜伏
If you
之
didn't
事
want me to take it, you would have left all the stuff
实
around.
在令人防不胜防。
Oop. Oh, nothing.
事后云栖会展开调查，当务之急要先瓦解幻龙的图谋。
Oh, murder.
先冷个场。
I miss. I meant to miss. I've been a little tempted to try Genshin, but
让我摸个鱼吧。
I don't know. Honkai just feels so much more my vibe than Genshin does from what I've seen of Genshin.
这不就
So I've never tried it. This isn't my first gacha game, but it's my first Hoyo game. It's been fun.
加杠拍？手握
I like the Bellabong arc a lot, and I've liked this arc a lot. The only L this arc has taken, when they really confused me, when they said Dan got exiled for leaving, which made no sense to me, because I thought they didn't want him to leave, so why would you banish him? But besides that, I've liked the Chinatown arc, it's been fun. And Tiny Gun getting her neck snapped was metal as hell.
本次演出大获成功。
You said it, Gwenethan. I have no idea what you said, but you said it. Loot. Ooh. Ah! Nope. Hold on. I'm gonna swap over to Team Akron. We need Team Wahoo for this one. Ah.
流淌吧，过往的刀光。
Oh, he took like no health. Oh shit, it's a shapeshifter. I hope we can get through this. Shapeshifters, formidable foe shapeshifters are always rough. I might have to roach out just because I won't be able to damage him. I just have to remember to hold on to Pila's ultimate in case he starts healing.
逝者哀哭。
I love Akron. She's so badass. I can't wait till Akron shows up in this story. I also miss Seal from Bellabong, because Seal is literally Akron's little sister, in aesthetics at least.
穿无波澜，挺住徘徊。
Heal me. I'm most important.
深呼吸。
配合的不错，气枪备战。
Are you gonna heal? I actually wanted to start healing so I could use the ultimate.
毫发无伤，
Ow.
枪尖已经点燃。
I'm gonna get rid of your dogs. Perish! Wow, that didn't kill him. Okay, fuck it.
敌方数据收集完毕，收网标记激
You're
活。
getting ion cannon
接下来就是
from the
愉快的
pretty
继续
little
战
lady who tricked me into working unpaid for months at the museum. Oh shit. I forgot those dogs do that. Really? They're not going there?
输入指令。
Be cool. Okay. Be cool. Okay, it could have been worse. Genshin requires patience for grinding. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's why I never got into Genshin, because I've heard it's real bad with the grinding.
逝者哀哭。
Although I've discovered a little bit of the grinding hell in Honkai from the relics, and also the sub-module thingies of the simulated universe, which take all the fun of the simulated universe away. Like the Swarm and Golden Gears and Unnoble something. Because Simulated Universe, the basic version, is my favorite mode of the gameplay in Honkai so far. Because it's like a nice 10 to 20 minute adventure. You get some roguelite stuff in there with your different builds of cards you're getting. But the subtypes just take all the fun away from it. Because you're stuck in it for like a good hour or two. And it's, oh my god, I just want out of this. Although I guess maybe they put it in for endgame people who had nothing better to do in the game. Between story arcs, I guess. I'm a little confused that he hasn't tried to heal yet. No, now he's healing. Hopefully we'll fix that soon. I haven't done any real grinding for relics yet, just because I'm still low level. And I have trace and level up and ascension stuff to use my daily powers for right now. So I've only gotten a few relics while there was the triple up on the simulated universe drops. It's fun when high level, but a lot of resetting when runs go bad. Yeah. Also, yes, this is a bit of a tickle fight. But it's still better than if I had stuck with a story nerd team. Team Acheron is doing their best, okay? Don't bully them. Oh, and also, I don't know why sometimes it turns off that. The speedy animations. Get blasted. There we go, now it's going fast. Okay, this will kill him. Surely this will kill them. Please die. Okay, it's over. It's ogre. Loot. Yay, clown suit. Just what I wanted. The team lineup. Back to the story nerds. I'm half tempted to replace Bayou Billy over here with the Yukong. Wait on. There we go. I tried Yukong before, but I had Tiny Gun at the time, so I swapped them out. I love her ultimate so much. It's so goofy. Her ultimate, it's not as cool as Acheron's, but it's so funny and memorable. Come on, give me 4. There we go. Actually heal her. Have a great night, Lifea. Thanks for joining. Is there something down there? Oh, that's the way I have to go eventually. I need to backtrack, I guess, for over there. Space Hanger. Oh. Down this way? I guess this way. Eat grenade. I missed. Okay, that's my only complaint about Gwyneth so far, is that her grenades miss.
有钱的捧个钱场，等等牌就来。
Come on. There we go.
看着有
Oh,
点
it's almost
虚
there.
机枪备战。
I want the slam jam. Give me the slam jam and mahjong. There we go.
带我摸个鱼吧，拜托。
Oh wait, there's only one left. That was a waste. I like Gwyneth. I like her spear. I like her grenades. She's so cool. Just okay. Look, I might fight you later, but I'm just gonna run. I think it's a. We're both missing. Okay, both the grenades and me are missing. It's a combined effort.
此处的枫叶，早
Oh,
在剑幕重生前
no
已然
gorilla.
摇摇欲坠了。
Give me the map. Where's the single corner? Do I just activate him? I guess I just activate him.
仔细瞧瞧这些石
I guess this was supposed to be the first one and I skipped it.
好像有差别呢。仔细瞧瞧这些石灯的底座
Wait.
与底座之间，好像有差别呢。
Is there an order?
仔细瞧瞧这些石灯的底座与底座之
They're
间，
different.
好像有
Oh.
差别呢。
So that has one. I see it now. Cameras don't look down. 2. March had a rare moment of being smarter than me, and she was desperately trying to clue me in. There we go. And there is one more. This way?
第三处封印吧。
Yeah, it's right down here. Don't mind me. Just run. Do I go down here to get over there? Can I go down here? I see. We have to climb the underwater Erd tree. Thankfully, this Erd tree doesn't have obnoxious flutists shooting bubbles at you. God, I hated that dead Erd
右
tree
边是
zone.
三爪中的最后一处，
Any patterns? They're all looking the same to me. Do they just all go?
怎么了，老朋友？感觉你对封印似乎没什么头绪啊。
I'm stupid?
不知这周遭的壁画
The
是否与
murals.
封印有关？
Oh, they're different stages of life. Okay. Gross baby elf. It's a toddling elves. Gross. Let's see. Creepy adult elf? Is this 3?
怎么了，老朋友？
God damn it. I got it
感
wrong.
觉你对封印似乎没什么头绪啊。
Okay, so we know which one is which
这周遭的
then.
壁画是否与封印有关？
So this is 2. Okay, so this is adult elves. Look them go. There we go. We did it. We gaming. So, who's this big dragon? Is this like the dragon of abundance or something?
三爪叩拜已毕，接下来
Luke,
该是前往剑幕
Gimme
寻根的时候了。剑幕的根须在不断滋长，
don't mind me.
是幻龙，我们得快些了。
Ooh, loot. Mine.
赶快收上前啦！
You said it, Gwyneth. big boss fight? Is this the final
是
boss?
什么？是龙吗？
March, you saw it from like a mile away. Also, a dragon is standing literally next to you.
这里便是剑木玄根，丰饶神迹的所在之处。
That's a root? So is that like the corpse of the god of abundance or something?
指的便是这里。受龙力遏制，剑木玄根成了龙形木影的姿态。
So they put their dead god in cosplay. Okay, got it.
现在，我会揭开这最后的封印。
Wait, you're gonna do what? That sounds bad.
各位，想必都准备好了吧？
So he's gonna unleash abundance? I thought that was bad. Okay. Buff up then.
要雨露均沾哦。
You have an attack. Jinquei, may as well use you. Just in case. We'll probably get pre-made trial characters, but may as well. Team must include Jingwan? Will they give them to us? They will, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Me, because I'm most important, also really leveled up. Who should I bring? Lightning. So I may as well bring Acheron. And if I'm bringing we could use a healer.
我们都应当珍惜彼此存在的时光。
I want to bring Pila, but we could probably use a healer. Huh. Do I have Gallagher for someone different? Nah, we'll stick with Bayou Billy. Can I ascend you? No, I can't. I'm broke. Okay. No, wait. Give me Bayou Billy.
大哥哥别担心。
And we'll just have to taunt to feed Acheron debuffs, I guess.
权益如车。
A little sketchy, but let's give it a red hug go. This looks cool as hell.
来者是罗浮的将军吗？
Oh, not Tiny Gun.
那个坏东西
That's who she is.
果然在这等着咱们。出来啊，坏狼！
啊，恩公也来了。切莫心急。
Please be cute. Please at least be as cute as Tiny Gun was.
完毕呢。
Be cool?
难怪药王秘传自信高人一等。这剑
Oh, I
木
played
仙
myself.
迹确有化生再造的力量。
Stop talking so I can use buffs. There we go. I need points because I used them all before this. Enhance.
务必小心。
Still got you. Still got you. Okay.
我的后背就拜托你了。
It's always cool when they have you running on nothing in this game. It just looks cool.
幻龙，
This reminds me of the Dark Souls 3 boss, kind of. Nameless King? I think that was his name? If I had played Sekiro, I'd probably say this reminds me of Sekiro. But I haven't played Sekiro. What? Hello. Oh, she big. I like her.
列位，瞧见这
Wait,
美丽的
is she...
肉身
I thought she was Antimatter Legion, not Abundance.
名不虚传。
Did she cross the streams?
能让她做些什么？
Okay, so the general is mission
就
critical.
用这赐予仙州长生的力量，为你们带来毁灭吧。
幻龙已攫取。
I wouldn't have thought it would work like that. Because she's destruction, I wouldn't have thought that. Anyways.
由我来击
Also, yes. Giant bitch, giant gat. She's all rizzed up. She risked herself up just for us. She both. Yeah, I guess so. So she has 3 phases. Oh, okay. Summon Zeus then. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Summon Zeus. I like her though. She's pretty. I'm doing my best. Don't bully me. Her species is abundance, but she just tried to flick away by humility. So she was able to duplicate and possess a copy of Tiny Gun. So maybe she's doing something similar here, where this is just like another possession? That's my best guess as to what's happening here with her. It makes as much sense as anything else. Also, this looks a little scuffed with Acheron's ultimate, I'm not gonna lie. With her sticking out of the water like that. Oh, she actually has the lower body down there. She got the whole gap. Untangled myself pretty easily, apparently. Get Zeused! Yeah, so she's like possessing the tree to make the body. Okay. What? What? Oh. Jesus Christ. That was badass. Holy shit. It didn't do a lot to us, but it was badass. This is a really cool fight. I'm not sure if it's going as hard as the fight with Cocolia at the end of Bellabong. This is a really cool fight. Oh shit. She's eating up my health. Let me go and heal then. I forgot. I think that's a debuff I have to get rid of, but I can't. It must be feeding me skill points on the down low, though. I don't like that. I talk shit about this not being as hard, and now it's getting a little sketchy. Oh, they're gonna swap out? Are they gonna tag team? What? Oh, he's our extra ultimate. That's cool. He's our giant robot. Did she change? I think she had like yellow eyes before. I'm also missing Lynx because her ultimate will get rid of the debuffs. Yeah. Get Zeused! I thought the General was kind of mid last fight, but I'm guessing that's one of his traces that summons Zeus as an extra attack. And that goes really hard. What? Oh, she big mad. She big pretty. She is a giant woman and I love her. I love everything about her. I would like to... Oh, so Zeus gets rid of them? Is Zeus that strong? not that strong, but... Oh, they healed me! Okay. Neat. This is my favorite phase of her. I like this fight more than Cocolia now. God damn, she's gorgeous. I wasn't sure if I would like her more than Tiny Gun, but yes, I do in fact like Ventilia. It just occurred to me that Bayou Billy ran up and slapped her in the tits with her dragon tail. Get lanced! Although I haven't gotten a new MC type yet, this story arc. Maybe that's coming. Ow. Let me heal. Oh, this is actually dangerous. I did not know. There we go. Let me heal. I think we'll be good. Come on by you, Billy. Could be better. Stop that. God damn, Zeus goes hard. Zeus just wrecked your shit. Well, all their health got taken away, so may as well attack now. What? Whatever repose means. Oh, there we go. Come on, Dan. Get in there, Dan. Do something, Dan. This is your chance. This is your moment of glory. After this story arc, they're never going to let you do a thing again. We're using an ultimate and she has 1 HP left. Oh. Bonus round? God damn, she is gorgeous. Joke's on you, I'm already Cancer. I'm literally the embodiment of Cancer in this story. What? He getting flower powered? No way. She's not gonna kill him. No shot. They already killed Tiny Gun. They already hit their quota. Wait, what? I missed it. What distracted her? Is he still going to turn into the extra final boss? That'd go so hard. I don't think it's going to happen, but that would go so hard. Yay! The bad bitch lived! Thank you! I want to fight her again in the future. I love her. I mean, he can talk shit, but I'm not gonna lie. Hunt seems like objectively the weakest of the paths for any character I've seen. The only good Hunt characters I've found in this game so far are the really overpowered ones. but most of them tend to just be not great.
看来咱们过去的默契还没有消失。
That was an awesome boss fight. I actually like that way more than the Bellabong boss fight. That went really hard.
幻龙真是个可怕的敌人。若不是他想将毁灭的力量注入我身体，把我转变成虚族，
Really? It seemed like we beat the shit out of her.
恐怕还在未定之数。多亏丹恒那恰到好处的一枪，重创了与我紧密连接的幻龙，也切断了他和剑木的连接。
Does that mean it hurt you?
原来如此，丹恒拿枪刺你的时候，可把我吓坏了。
Lore Hunt is goated? Okay, they're too overpowered in the lore, so they had to nerf them in practice. Yes, thank God Fantilia is still alive. I love her.
很遗憾，毁灭的令使是不会轻易被毁。
I hope she keeps the same giant babe outfit. That was so good. For lore reasons, it was great.
幻龙短时间内无力行封锁了，也不必担心他再染指剑木。只是封印星河的工作还需要花上些时日。
I still say we should let me go Highlander, and there can only be one Stellar Rune.
这些事就留给福清来操心好了。我只觉得
He eepy. He eepy and beepy. Just do a sleepo beepo.
现在可千万不能睡着呀！
Didn't this happen last story arc too? Where after the fight they fall asleep?
喂，醒醒啊！
The black screen with white text kills me every time. It's so lazy. After that awesome boss fight, they hit you with the black screen. Oh, that was awesome, though. Where are we?
锣鼓，
What?
锣鼓一响，粉墨登场。
Quinnipitt is so goofy. I love her. We're actually, what did I get here? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I got Eidolon. I think I need one more?
因坚定的意志而可贵。
Where do I get you? I already bought one from Jewelers, so I guess I'll get the last one from a mission. Let's grab the achievement while I'm in here. Ooh, 20. Gimme. And there's something over here. For looting the sacred city. Totally worth it. Did I get enough for more tickets? I did. Come here. Gimme. Now, I'm not going to use them, but I have saved up 60 tickets. Like I was saying earlier, I kind of doubt that I'll roll for Saber. Maybe. Maybe if it turns out she's like the most overpowered character in the game's history, I'll go for Saber. But otherwise, I'm going to save these in the hopes that I can pull for Argenti in a few months. Because he's my boy. I love Argenti so much. I want him to come back to the story. Anyways, that is going to be it for tonight, because it is now 3 a.m. for me. So, I'll see everyone at 1:40 a.m. Eastern tomorrow night. I haven't decided what we're going to stream tomorrow, but we'll do something then. Hope everyone enjoyed this. If you did, go and like and subscribe. I'll check everyone later. Have a fantastic end to your week, everyone. Take care.